The homie is in the studio. Emmanuel Hudson is here. Big time now, JR.
Big time.
Oh, man.
How you doing, bro?
Humble.
All the success. People looking at you different, man. How you dealing with it?
I'm dealing, man. It's a little different.
Is it?
It can be a little different, yeah. From going from being a quote unquote nobody to somebody, it's a little different. You can't do regular stuff anymore.
Right.
Like everywhere you go, they always ask like, "What you doing here?" Even if it's simple places. You go to church. Oh my God! Like, what are you doing here?
Going to church.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, just like you trying to talk to the
they
Lord.
Just think just because you on TV and stuff, your life is different. Like, no matter where you go, the grocery store. Oh my God! Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Trying to stay alive by eating and doing the proper grocery shopping. Like, yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. People see you on Wild and Out. It's gonna be different. Folks ain't trying to get in your pockets, man. I mean,
all the time. My mama stay trying to get in my pockets, man.
Does she really?
Yeah. But she good. I'm thinking about getting her own little, card with just like "Shut Up, Mom" on it, and just like you go shop and do whatever you want. Like, don't call
like
me
a "Shut Up, Mom" card.
she gonna put that on the plates. Put that on the vanity plates, man.
It's cool though, man. I got a little, I'm doing all right for myself.
What was the time when your mom finally thought like, okay, he done made it?
I don't know. To be honest with you, that is a really great question. She got 6 boys, so like, I want to say this on record. I'm her favorite son. So all my brothers out there that's listening to that, hey man, I buy her most of the stuff, the new TV she got, the purses and stuff. The house that she in,
right.
That's me.
You buying your mom's love?
Like I went in her phone and changed my name to my favorite son. So anytime I call when she around any of my other brothers, like they really get mad. Like, Mom, what you doing? I'm like, hey man, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Man,
how was it when she first saw you on television?
I don't think my mom was that excited because she let her tell it. She always saw that in me.
Okay.
And even when she was doing stuff, like she was on the drama team at church. And when I was like 8 and we had to like just wait for her to get done with that, the drama teacher came to her and was like, "Yo, keep your eye on this kid right here. He's gonna be somebody one day." So
nice.
they've been telling her about me, not to like brag anything, but this is just what she tells me. Mm-hmm. People came up to her all the time like, "Yo, he's gonna be somebody, like keep your eyes on him." So by the time that it happened, she was just like, "Oh, it happened, thank God."
Put it in the atmosphere and it came true.
Right.
Yo, you crack on folks so hard. Has there ever been an instance where your mom saw you and was just like, "Yo, like, what were you doing?"
Yeah, that's a fact. Actually, that's funny. We were just talking about that. Can I say her name?
Yes, go right ahead.
Oh, okay.
What we getting ready to say?
Wendy Williams.
Oh, we say Wendy Williams all the time.
Yeah, well, she came on the show, and I asked her a question. We was playing Plead the Fifth, and I asked her, I was like, "Hey, who do you think would be a great addition to the Real Husbands of Hollywood? Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, or you?"
Oh.
Right. So when I said it, it didn't like. We was just recording, it didn't air yet. So she went back on her show and was like, "Yeah, somebody called me a man on the show." And my mom, she's a fan of Wendy Williams. And when she watched it, she immediately called me and was like, "It was you, wasn't it?" She could just tell. So it was like, man, my mom, she know her son.
There it is.
Hey, man, she asked for it.
So let me ask you this. How's it been the difference of being like broke and now you got money?
Oh, man. Annoying because when you not used to having money, your bank is not used to you having money. So like you go to McDonald's or somewhere and you order large, they call you immediately like, "Hey, someone has your card?" No, that's me. I got my card now, But it was a good thing because I remember the first time they started calling, man. They started calling like when I started shopping at Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
And that's when I didn't even know banks did that. You know what I'm saying? Until I started like getting money and I started like making my first large purchase. They called me like, "Yo, somebody got your card?" I'm like, "It's me. I got my card, man. Come on, man. Get with the program. The money coming in, coming out." So it's pretty different, but it's cool though. A lot more responsibilities though.
Emmanuel Hudson's in the building. So what's next for you? Like.
I'm glad you asked that. Shout out to Nick Cannon because I think he plans on taking us on tour, the Wild Out tour. He's planning on doing a movie with that, a Wild 'N Out movie and things like that. We have, I think, 2 more seasons coming up.
Okay.
And me and my little brother, man, we're starting our own sketch show, man. Mine's a VP. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We've been doing this for a long time. We're tired of waiting on people to try to give us our own show. So I'm going to invest my own money and start this entrepreneurship thing. You feel me? So
you
Mine's
need to be like Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele.
Yes,
like,
man.
that's
I'm
what y'all
actually,
need to be like.
yeah, man. I think I watch a lot of their stuff, and they're very inspiring.
Dude,
so.
when I first saw your videos and they were going viral, and I just thought it was so cool because it was going viral at a time where not a lot of people were on YouTube doing these videos.
Yep.
And then you're getting millions and millions of hits.
I don't know the secret, man. God be looking out, man. A lot of people come up to me and say, hey, how do you go viral? Like, what does it take? I don't know. I never even expected to go viral or be famous from the video that I did. That was literally like, as a matter of fact, I didn't even like that video. I never liked that video.
Really?
Yeah. Because I went out. Me and my little brother did videos in high school. So when I went out to college, it's been like 2 years since I put out a video on YouTube, and then I got kicked out of school, and I came home, and when I created the video, I rewatched it, and I was just like, "Yo, this is whack." But I got to put something out because I didn't in 2 years.
Okay.
Put it out. 12 minutes later, like I'm taking pictures at the bowling alley. Millions of views on YouTube, and it's just like, yo, nah, this is crazy. And then it was just off from there.
I remember you came by. I had a birthday party for my son, and we were up in a room at the Lowe's, and you came through, and it was like them kids went bananas. They went bananas when you walked through, and they were young kids. They were going crazy. We had you out at the Youth Bowl. You and your brother came out to the Youth Bowl one year. And it was just like crazy, man. We knew you was gonna be big, man. You know, shout out to you. Now, you know, of course, because it's Frank Ski, what'd you get kicked out of college for?
Oh, here we go.
Because I got to put on my different hat now. Like, what?
Well,
what?
Twice.
Okay, 2 times.
For all the kids out there that are getting kicked out, there's still hope. I got kicked out twice.
Okay, what'd you get kicked out for? Being silly?
No, academic probation, just like not really taking it serious, focusing on like the wrong things and some of the right things, but you know, just overall not doing what I was supposed to do, and they wasn't playing with me, and they just kicked me on up out of there. Go and get out, take a little break. First time was for 6 months. The second time was for a year.
Whoa.
Wow. Over in Albany State.
That's right. That's right.
I had that talk with my son Franklin. I was like, dude, come on now.
I mean, I think it was because the reason I didn't take it serious because I really didn't even know what I got myself into.
And a lot of kids don't in their
college.
first year.
You talking about in college?
No. I mean, like I knew I was going to college, but I ended up in like remedial classes, and I got mad because you take that placement test, and all freshmen do. So when I was taking it, like they was asking me questions like, what's the imaginary, like those type of math questions. Man, I don't remember no imaginary number. How you gonna add an imaginary number? You know what I'm saying? So I failed like everything on the placement test, and I knew it was a problem when I looked on my schedule and it said reading. That was the name of my class, like reading.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, all right. Every freshman, everybody is, whatever. So I couldn't wait to get to class and see all my classmates, but I knew it was a problem when I got to class, and there was 4 people in there, and most of them was trying to get their life together. They were like 39, 38. And I'm in class, reading. In the class called reading. I had like basic reading, math, language arts, and the homework that I had was stuff like choose the right vocabulary word to go with these sentences. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, nah, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And then the teacher started bragging on me out of the whole class. He would say things like, let's give it up for Emmanuel Hudson. He's the only one that made 100 on his spelling test. Like, what do you mean? Don't clap for me, man. This is crazy.
It wasn't like spell cat, was it?
Nah, it was like, man, I don't know. It was take the right vocabulary word. And once I realized, like, oh, like these are remedial classes, like I feel tried. I wouldn't buy the books,
right?
Because it was just too easy. So I was like, man, I'll pass this flying colors. But
everything worked out.
You had them teachers that, man, if you show up 1 minute late, it can drop a letter grade if you miss 4 days. And I just really didn't take it serious because I was so mad at myself. Like, I can't believe I'm in these classes.
Okay.
And they still kicked me out. I had to learn the hard way. And then I failed again. And then I got sent home for a year. But then boom.
Sound like probation. Don't sound like school.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be sent home for 3 to 4 years, but then they changed it and was just like, okay, you only get sent home for a year, but you can't go to no other college in Georgia.
Okay.
That's serious. You know, a lot of kids and parents needed to hear that. Thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people don't understand. Like it's you know.
Well, you even said Meg Thee Stallion. You said it's going to be tough. You know, Meg Thee Stallion is still going to continue her degree in health education, and you said it was going to be tough for her.
It's going to be tough. You know,
the good thing about the teacher that kicked me out, though, that was the same teacher that when I first enrolled, they were trying to get me into weekend classes, and I told them like, nah, I do music. I want to be able to go home on the weekends. So they made me spit a rap in front of all the teachers that was supposed to be, you know, all my teachers. And when I did it, you know, they were super impressed. So they made sure I wasn't in weekend classes. And the first day I went into his class, this is the same teacher that kicked me out. The first day he came in and he was like, I want everybody to put your pens and pencils down and take a look at this guy right here. His name is Emmanuel Hudson. Say, get your autographs now, because in 2 to 3 years he's going to be famous. And this is before asking all them questions, before any of all that. And I looked at him, I was like, I don't know why you said that, but I receive it. 2 to 3 years later, I was on TV and everything.
Boom.
Wow.
So that's amazing.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you for sharing that story, man.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. Normally, you know, comedians come in and they just be funny, but, you know, you heartfelt. You a family friend of the culture, so thank you so much, man. And
I appreciate it,
yeah,
man.
good seeing you, homie.
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
that, all right?
Spitting
Emmanuel
that
Hudson,
life.
everybody.
Yeah.